Today, how about we talk about how climate and weather shape entire cultures and societies? From extreme winters to mild seasons, the environment influences everything from daily life to human relationships.
That sounds fascinating. Let's dive into how temperature and climate can shape civilizations.
Did you know that temperature can literally reshape entire civilizations? The way a society handles minus 20-degree winters versus mild seasonal changes fundamentally alters everything from their architecture to their social bonds.
That's such a fascinating perspective. I've never thought about how deeply weather patterns could influence cultural development.
Well, let me share something mind blowing about winter in Korea. When temperatures plummet to minus 20 degrees, it creates this incredible ripple effect through their entire society, from the way they build their homes to how they structure their daily routines.
Hmm, that's such an extreme temperature difference. How do people even manage day to day life?
You know what's really interesting? They've developed this whole winter survival culture. Like, you literally cannot step outside without what they call the winter uniform. These specialized padded jackets, heavy duty gloves, and specific winter boots.
So, if we compare that to somewhere like Australia, I'm guessing their winter experience is completely different.
Oh man, exactly. In Australia, winter is basically what we'd consider a mild fall day. You might throw on a light jacket, maybe a scarf if you're feeling fancy. But there's none of that survival gear mentality.
Well, that really shows how environment shapes necessity, doesn't it? Like, these aren't just fashion choices, they're survival adaptations.
And here's where it gets even more fascinating. Korean architecture has evolved specifically to combat these extreme temperatures. They've developed this ingenious heated floor system called ondol that transforms their homes into warm sanctuaries.
That's such a clever adaptation. So while it's brutally cold outside, they've engineered this cozy indoor environment?
Exactly right. And um, it's created this whole cultural phenomenon where indoor spaces become these incredibly inviting havens. Think about warm cafes with huge windows where you can watch the snowfall while staying toasty inside.
You know what's interesting about that? It's almost like they've turned an environmental challenge into a cultural strength.
Well, speaking of cultural elements, let's talk about how Korean media, especially their dramas, have completely romanticized the snow experience. They've created this magical winter wonderland image that's captured imaginations worldwide.
Like those dreamy scenes of couples walking hand in hand through pristine white landscapes?
Right. But here's the reality check. Those romantic snow scenes don't show the frozen fingers, the treacherous ice hiding under that beautiful white blanket, or the bone-chilling wind that makes your face hurt.
That's such a stark contrast between perception and reality. How do people actually cope with these conditions day to day?
So they've developed these amazing cultural adaptations, especially around food. Korean winter cuisine becomes this incredible array of hot soups, bubbling stews, and warming street foods that are literally survival tools.
Tell me more about how these winter foods differ from regular Korean cuisine.
Well, everything gets heartier and hotter. You've got these steaming bowls of soup that arrive literally boiling, spicy stews that warm you from the inside out, and street vendors selling hot fish cakes and steaming broth that people drink like coffee.
That's fascinating how they've turned necessity into this whole culinary culture.
And you know what's really interesting? The cold weather actually creates these unique social bonds. People gather in warm restaurants to share hot pot meals, and convenience stores become these havens of warm drinks and instant noodles for cold commuters.
So the harsh weather actually brings people closer together rather than isolating them?
Exactly. And it affects everything down to the pace of life. The shorter days, the need to stay indoors more, the way sound travels differently in snow, it all combines to create this unique winter mindset.
That makes me think about how these environmental factors might shape national character and cultural values.
Well, that's actually a profound observation. In Korea, the harsh winters have contributed to values like preparation, community support, and finding beauty in difficulty. It's shaped everything from their architecture to their social customs.
And I suppose that's completely different from somewhere like Australia, where winter doesn't demand such dramatic adaptations.
Absolutely right. The contrast is remarkable. Australian winter culture stays much more active and outdoor oriented. They don't have to plan their lives around weather survival, so their winter activities and social patterns are totally different.
That really changes how we might understand cultural differences, looking at them through this environmental lens.
And here's something else to consider. These adaptations become points of pride and cultural identity. The way Koreans handle winter isn't just about survival, it's become part of their cultural expertise.
So, weather isn't just something that happens to us, it's something that shapes who we become as societies.
Exactly. Whether it's the heated floors of Korea or the outdoor winter lifestyle of Australia, each adaptation tells a story of human ingenuity and resilience. It's really about how environmental challenges become cultural strengths.
That's such a powerful way to think about how cultures develop and adapt over time.
Well, looking at all these aspects the food, the architecture, the social customs, the daily routines it's clear that weather isn't just an external force, it's a fundamental architect of human civilization.
And understanding these weather related cultural adaptations helps us better appreciate the incredible diversity of human experience.
I really enjoyed today's conversation. It's amazing how something as natural as weather can shape who we are as societies.
Me too. Thanks for the great conversation and see you next time. Bye.